The Bassmaster Kayak Series is kicking off the 2025 season with a bang on the beautiful but challenging Lake Havasu, Arizona. These anglers are facing classic winter conditions and cold water and potentially even some wind. The weather is kind of unpredictable, but the one thing they probably won't have to deal with as much is the pleasure boaters. Havasu is a huge pleasure boater place in the winter and summertime, so they're dodging that at least. But the competition is fierce and these kayak warriors are ready to battle it out for a top finish. And I'll be breaking it down. 5 anglers to watch closely and give you my predictions for who will come out on top. But before we dive into that, man, if you would, please just write a comment about how many inches you think it's going to take to win the overall. It's a 2-day tournament, winter-like conditions, like 103 people are signed up. So yeah, just write your predictions down below, and if you get it right, or even close within a couple inches, I'll post it up on the next video when we cover it, because we're going to do a recap of the event too as well when the results come out on Saturday and Sunday. I'll probably do it Tuesday, upload the video Tuesday. So let me know. Also, if you like this kind of information, man, like and subscribe, and we'll just keep going with it. So yeah, Lake Havasu is a renowned lake known for its clear water, blue waters too. Picturesque scenery offers a unique challenge for kayak anglers. The diverse fishery boasts healthy populations of both largemouth and smallmouth bass, forcing competitors to adapt to the strategies and target for the most productive species. It's going to be interesting, man, for sure. As far as like the weather and the elements go, Coolin had this to say: the winter conditions will likely play a significant role in how the tournament unfolds. The bass will be schooled up in their winter patterns, and finding those concentrations will be the key to success. He makes a very valid point there. Yeah, this will be the first stop for the 2025 Newport Bassmaster Kayak Series, and the top finishers will earn points towards the Angler of the Year series and going on to the championship for next year. This is going to be kind of cool, man. It's kind of cool. They came out west. Got to give them props to that, dude. Now I'm going to get into my 5 anglers to watch and who I pick and my prediction as who's going to win and by how much. Before I get into my picks, I want to make a shout out to Evan and Tandy Foyle. They're traveling from Idaho, dude, representing the Pacific Northwest down there. Good luck to them on this journey too, and these adventures they start, man. They're on the roster. My 5 mentions that I'm going to make start off with Scott Stowman. He's coming from Duluth, Minnesota. Duluth's more than a clothing company. Who knew? Who knew? But he fished on the Kayak Bassmaster Series in 2024. He's done really well in smallmouth dominant tournaments. I believe his experience on being on the trail and the amount of smallmouth that he's caught in the past and how it could possibly turn into a smallmouth bite on Havasu could be to his advantage. He's fished 121 tournaments. He has a ton of experience. 45 top 10 finishes, over 10,000 total inches, and he has 5 wins, man. He knows how to get it done, dude. And he took a journey from Minnesota for sure. Yeah, I think his biggest advantage would be if the smallmouth bite is on. I've looked at his stats and on the Tourney X page. Speaking of which, Tourney X, you shout out to those guys for having all this information pretty readily available and letting me share it to you guys. That's pretty cool, actually. It's neat. I think it's great. Without them, I mean, this wouldn't be possible. I don't have all this written down. No way. And then the second guy is Coolin, the guy who was quoted about the weather and the conditions and the bass schooling up and stuff. He's a competitor from Surprise, Arizona. He's kind of a local guy, I'd say. Has a long list of accomplishments in his Tourney X bio. His Tourney X all-time history is also impressive. 65 top 10s, 3 wins, and a total of 7,988 inches. He's getting close to that 8,000 inch mark. That's pretty wild, man. And he was 3rd in the Arizona Bass Nation in 2023 for the Angler of the Year. That's excellent, dude. That's awesome. He finished 4th in the Arizona Bass Nation State Championship in 2024. He's traveled all the way to Clear Lake, California for the West Coast Championship, where he finished 9th out of 124 anglers. It's a pretty impressive resume, man. He'll be certainly one to watch as this event unfolds. He also placed 4th in April of last year at a bass tournament on Lake Havasu. So he has experience on this lake. He also has experience in high-pressured events, and he's going to be one to follow. Sure, and you can find him on Instagram and YouTube at Hob Fishing. And I'll put all those in the description. Anybody's information that I can find, I'll post that in the description so you can find them and follow them as they go on. I don't know what their future plans are after this event. Like, some might stay, some might not stay. On the trail, I mean. Obviously, they're going to keep fishing. For sure. The next guy, man, Sano. He's coming from Las Vegas, Nevada. He has 35 top 10 finishes, 6 wins, and a total of over 3,300 inches of bass caught. He's experienced fishing on Lake Havasu. In October 2024, he placed 3rd in the Southern Nevada Kayak Anglers Tournament. He also traveled to California to fish the West Coast Championship, and I'm pretty sure I served with this guy at an engineer unit on Fort Lewis. Like, I'm pretty sure this is him, but I don't know. That's not why I picked him. I picked him because of his Lake Havasu experience. But if it is the guy, he drove an Acura Integra with like chameleon paint, white wheels, super nice car, all done up. And it was before Fast and the Furious was ever even a thing. So, but anyway, good luck to him, man. Hopefully he does well. And then my number 4 guy, Drew Gregory, he's traveling from Ohio to Arizona. He's no stranger to the Kayak Bassmaster Series. He is the 2024 Bassmaster Kayak Series champion. And he's coming to Lake Havasu, hoping to keep some momentum from last season. He's going to start the trail, hopefully start with the trail of the top 10, get that charter in the AOI for this year. He has 30 top 10 finishes, 7,600 inches, and an impressive average length of over 17 inches. That's impressive too, man. And this isn't his first trail series. So obviously it's the first time coming west, because first time the Bassmasters come out west, which is awesome too. And then I got Cayman Rasmussen traveling from Warship, Utah. He's no stranger to winning. He's got 76 top 10 finishes, 16 wins, and a total of 9,683 inches total. That's wild. I could do a whole video on his accomplishments. I've been following him, so I follow most of the Northwest. I'm expanding out this year, but because of the West Coast Championship, which involves like 9 West Coast states, they got Arizona, Utah, California, Nevada, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and others. I can't remember off the top of my head. I got to know more of these guys, and Cayman was definitely one that I was following pretty closely. He's pretty impressive. He's done a lot of things and done them well. I mean, he's the 2024 Kayak Fishing Utah, the Angler of the Year. He won the Kayak Fishing Utah Championship. He qualified for the West Coast Championship, which is a prestigious event. Again, it's like 9 different affiliates coming together, 9 different leagues come together, but they're send their best to Clear Lake every year. It's awesome. It's an awesome event. And he won that. He won the West Coast Championship too. So he's coming into this knowing how to win. He's on a roll since the season kicked off, and he's my pick to win. He's the West Coast guy. He's won tournaments. He's fished hard. He's fished in places that he's not from. He's traveled and won. He's won major events. Like that West Coast Championship had over 120 people, I believe, in it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I know we have some guys from Northwest go down there too, man. They even did well too. So yeah, that's my pick. I think Cayman Rasmussen. The other one I would say, I think it's going to be a battle between Cayman and Drew Gregory the most. And I think the upsetter, the guy that can just upset all of them, is Bradley Coolin. Like he can fish. All these guys can fish. And pretty wild. As far as like total inches to win it, I don't know. I'm going to go, so you got a 2-dayer. I think it's going to be 70 inches both days average. So maybe like 141 and a half, I think, is going to win it. The 2-day total, that's my prediction. But yeah, if anybody I missed you think could win it and pull it off, dude, write them down in the description, post their socials, we'll follow them. I'll follow anyone. For sure, like, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of this sport, all of it. I'm learning more names, learning more about the people as it goes on. Obviously, I don't know everyone. There was 103 people in that roster. It was stacked. And I just picked the ones that I knew, and I went through every one of those just checking stats, just to see. And of course, I picked the ones that I've known. Like I've heard of Drew Gregory, Ulrich, and Rasmussen. Yeah, that's going to be it, man. But yeah, post predictions in the comments, like, subscribe, share. Dude. Let's see what everyone else thinks. Get their predictions too, man. Make a thing of it. If you predict it correctly, I'll shout out. We'll post it up in the video next week. Maybe a prize. Can't guarantee that yet because I don't know how any of that works, but we'll get there. It's going to happen, but that's going to be it, man. Later.